السلام عليكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. صدق الله العلي العظيم. I'm very happy to be blessed to be able to speak to you guys on such an amazing occasion, the celebration of Eid Al Ghadeer. Eid Al Ghadeer, the day where our religion was completed, and the day where Imam Ali was named in front of tens of thousands, in front of the Ummah, the Wali of the Prophet. And Imam Ali has so many powerful praises given by the Prophet. And just to begin, the Prophet said that Imam Ali, he said, أنا مدينة العلم وعلي بابها فمن أراد المدينة والحكمة فليأتها من بابها, which means I am the city of knowledge and Ali is its door, and whoever desires to enter the city must enter from the door. Now, when we think of this statement and we think of its implications and what it means, Imam Ali being the door or the gate to the city of knowledge, and to see what Imam Ali says about knowledge himself, there's this very famous speech where Imam Ali is talking to his companion, Kumail ibn Ziyad, and he tells his companion, يا كميل العلم خير من المال العلم يحرسك وأنت تحرس المال. And he said, O Kumail, knowledge is better than wealth. Knowledge guards you while you have to guard wealth. Wealth decreases by spending while knowledge multiplies by spending. Knowledge is the ruler and wealth is the ruled. العلم حاكم والمال محكوم عليه. So you see Imam Ali with his amazing praises for knowledge and continuing to think what it means for Imam Ali to be the gate to the city of knowledge. And Imam Ali himself founded many fields of knowledge that we have with us even till today. For example, to begin with Ilm al-Nahu, which translates to Arabic grammar. Imam Ali is recognized as the founder of Ilm al-Nahu. Imam Ali had a companion by the name of Abu al-Aswad al-Du'ali. This companion, during his time as Khalifa in the areas of Kufa and Basra, Abu al-Aswad al-Du'ali was taught by Imam Ali the particles of speech, the nouns, the verbs, and he was taught much about grammar. And Imam Ali coined the term Nahu, and he told Abu al-Aswad, the non-Arabs have embraced the religion of Islam. You may add something to the writing of the Quran through which they can read the Quran properly and habituate their tongues to it. So Imam Ali wanted to make the Arabic language as a script more accessible so more people can learn and read, because at that time there were many people from across the lands coming into Islam, many of them being non-Arabs, and he wanted a way for them to have an easier access to reading the Quran. So Imam Ali taught Abu al-Aswad what we call today the harakat in Arabic, the fatha, the kasra, the dhamma. These are widely recognized to be originated by Abu al-Aswad, a student of Imam Ali, and they're very crucial to teach people pronunciation and learning about the Quran. So that's just one aspect. If we move on, think of, for example, Ilm al-Haywan, which is the science of animals or zoology. Imam Ali has many speeches in Nahj al-Balagha about different animals, and he describes their physiology and he describes their structure and behavior, from the bird to the peacock to the bat and even down to the locust, so insects. Imam Ali describes them in great detail with great literary proficiency, and in such beautiful ways that gives us a lot of insight into Allah's creation. And then moving on even more, let's move on to, for example, jurisprudence with Ilm al-Fiqh or Sharia, jurisprudence in general. For here, I'm going to actually quote Ibn Abi al-Hadid. Ibn Abi al-Hadid is the writer of Sharh Nahj al-Balagha. He's not a Shia, and he was a great admirer of Ali ibn Abi Talib. And Ibn Abi al-Hadid himself states, Ali is the originator and the founder of Ilm al-Fiqh, and Muslim jurisprudence depended upon and derived their jurisprudential opinions and secondary issues from him. So this is Ibn Abi al-Hadid saying that the entire field of fiqh, if you trace back all the Muslim scholars among all the schools of thought, it all goes back to Ali ibn Abi Talib as the originator of that. And Ibn Abi al-Hadid states that even when we talk about theology, kalam, the different schools of kalam and the different ideas they have, if we trace back the scholars of Ilm al-Kalam, it all goes back to Ali ibn Abi Talib. If you go by their teachers and their teachers and their teachers, the chain goes back to Ali ibn Abi Talib. Ali ibn Abi Talib being an ocean of knowledge. I'm going to quote, there's this incident regarding Abdullah bin Abbas. Abdullah bin Abbas was a Sahabi, he was the cousin of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he was also a cousin of Imam Ali. Ibn Abbas is very important, particularly in the Sunni school of thought. There's a lot of hadiths narrated by him, especially regarding analysis of the Quran and things regarding tafsir. He was a teacher in his time. So they once came to Ibn Abbas and they asked him, what is the ratio of your knowledge to that of your cousin Ali? And Ibn Abbas responded, it is the same as the ratio of a drop of water to the ocean. This is Ibn Abbas describing himself as a drop of water, and Imam Ali is an ocean. And this is with Ibn Abbas being very impactful to the development of different schools of thoughts within Islam and different hadith. So these are just some fields in which Imam Ali founded and was very pivotal in. And then if we move on to this message was carried by his awliya and his descendants. So even if we go down to Imam al-Baqir, who was a founder of different schools in Medina, Imam al-Baqir, who was unmatched in his time in his understandings of usul and his understandings of rulings of Sharia, and he himself had many students that went on to really change the ummah. And then Imam Sadiq after him, who was also known for not just fiqh and Sharia, but also known for medicine, astronomy, chemistry. For example, among Imam Sadiq's, Imam Sadiq had many disciples, he had companions, he had students. A very famous student of him is Jabir ibn Hayyan, who's today regarded as the founder of chemistry. And Jabir ibn Hayyan, who used experimentation a lot, and there are thousands of manuscripts that are attributed to Jabir ibn Hayyan. And Jabir ibn Hayyan, his works were, as he claims, his works were written directly under Imam Sadiq's supervision. So this is a great founder of knowledge in chemistry, and he was working directly under the Imam. And generations of scholars who were consuming and producing all sorts of knowledge lasted for hundreds of years. They talk about the Islamic Golden Age, which is a very important era in which so much innovation and so much content was produced about Islam and innovation regarding technology, etc. And this was an era that has very important to understand to see the impacts on the modern world. So for example, the scientific method actually came out of the Islamic Golden Age. Islamic Golden Age, the scientific method actually being seen as pretty much like a crown jewel of Western civilization. And now they're beginning to grapple with the fact, a lot of Western scholars are beginning to grapple with the fact that the scientific method, as pretty much seen by the field today, comes back to, for example, Ibn al-Haytham, who was a product of those hundreds of years of knowledge that lasted in the Muslim Ummah. And that entire movement being fostered and being propelled by the Ahlul Bayt. So the Imams created such a powerful movement, and you trace it back through Imam Sadiq, you trace it through Imam al-Baqir, all the way to Imam Ali, who was raised and taught everything he knows by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi. And just just to end with a few famous lines of poetry about Imam Ali alayhi salam. Aliyun hubbuhu junnah قصيم النار والجنة وصي المصطفى حقا إمام الإنس والجنة. And with that said, I'll pass it back to Amir Ali. Thank you very much. And salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.